Hey everybody, Tracy Brown here. And so this is day 3 of just a little mini lesson on body image healing and work. And so there's been day 1, which is about recognizing that all of our struggles with body image are going to, have this root in conditioning. So if you haven't watched day 1 or 2, please go do that. And you can come back here or listen to this and go back to the other ones. Day 2 was about using soft eyes, and I explained how to do that exercise there to start to lift the criticalness that you might have. And so day 3, I'm just going to give you some things to think about, is that we don't really change something we hate. And so it's not really, I'm not saying that we're changing the body. It's just that our body image and our whole sense of self suffers when we're telling ourselves all day long that we're too gross, too flabby, too much, not enough, whatever. And so our subconscious is always going to say, when you're given those kind of like basically word curses on yourself, your subconscious is saying, yes, boss. And then, every single time you see yourself in the mirror, you're going to just automatically believe that versus actually, again, back with the soft eyes, seeing yourself with a broader version of beauty, if that makes sense. Or not even beauty, but just appreciation and acknowledgement of that there's all kinds of ways that bodies can look. And the idea that there's only one acceptable one or one to appreciate, again, it's conditioning. So I want you to think about that every time you say something that's bashing and trashing to yourself, your subconscious is saying, yes, boss, and it just gets repeated and builds that neural pathway. And so what I'm suggesting you do is when you're looking in the mirror or you see a reflection or whatever, and this is based on an exercise I learned in my training a long time ago, and I had that written, in part of the body image section of my membership site. There's a bunch of these little exercises like this to work on things, work on body image healing. So there's this idea of, you don't have to believe that like you're okay at the beginning to make this work. You're just working on a new neural pathway. So instead of trashing yourself, minimally, you can work on what it is you appreciate. And eventually get to the place where you can say, hello, gorgeous, hello, beautiful, and it feels real versus just something you're saying and you actually don't believe it. You don't have to believe it. So that's the shortened version of that exercise, just giving you a little piece of that. And it doesn't matter if you're like, oh, this is so stupid, it's not going to work. It doesn't matter what you rationally think. It's more about if you do it and move away from trashing, there's room for something else. And then I also want to show you guys, I'm sitting here on the floor in my office, and I want to actually, this is a little bit of a bonus for today, is show you a few of the books that I really appreciate on this journey. So let me see what's on my bookshelf. All right, so I'm going to show you some stuff. I like this book a lot. I think it's really just lovely and day-to-day practical. So by Rosie Molinari is Beautiful You, Radical Self-Acceptance. It's a pretty cover. I like it. What other books have we got here? Let's see. There's so many. I haven't, I know Elizabeth, let me think here. Rebecca Strickland and her book Body Kindness is good. I have the Body Image Workbook by Cash. There's some really good exercises. It looks like this. I take the covers off because I bend them, and so I didn't want to mess them up. Those are good ones. Of course, my favorite is When Women Stop Hating Their Bodies, which I do one of my classes on, that I think has, if you do the exercises in it, and especially I think it's powerful when you're doing the exercises in it and you're processing it. But like I did my group, it was super powerful. And I know particularly there's a woman that got so much benefit after just about, 6-8 weeks of working through that book. I mean, really a lot of the body trashing was gone for her. And, when little bits popped up, she knew immediately to go into decoding mode about it versus buy into it for too much. So that's really cool. I know I'm missing some books, so I'm not saying that I have all the books here. I might have had them at one time, and I end up giving away a lot of my books. So they're on Kindle or whatever. Then I have to start over again and get new ones. Let's see here. Let's see. Self-Esteem Comes in All Sizes. This is an older book, but I really like it. Carol Johnson. It's nice. What else we got here? I've got a really good one for kids. And actually somebody in my group said this was a really good book. And I said, I know, it's great. I don't have it on top of my desk right now, guys, but it's really, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. This is not helpful to you. But anyway, it's a really good book. And if I see it, I will put down the link below. But anyway, it's a book of the basics for kids. It's a book. It's a blue cover with two little girls together on the cover and with a mirror. If you see that cover looking on Amazon, then that's a good one. And if somebody is watching this and they know the name of it, please put it in the comments. I appreciate that. So that's it. I really want you to think about the way you talk to yourself and catch yourself in like thought stopping in that body trashing. That's just, it's not going to work. And then one last thing that I'll give you for today is, I know it seems obvious, but make sure your clothes fit. Stop trying to fit into clothes that barely fit. Buy new undergarments. If you can't get rid of clothes that you know you're never going to fit in again, at least box them up and put them in a closet somewhere. Do the practical stuff, because that will literally lift. You'll physically feel better just from doing that, because it's like it's not in your space anymore. You don't see it all the time. Oh, sorry, let me interject. Here's that book, Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. It's a really good one for kids. I like that one a lot. Very practical exercises. I've been thinking about running a local group, or maybe I won't. I think maybe I'll do an online group too for youngers about that, because it's a really excellent book. So anyway, I think that's it for today. Catch your body trashing and be curious of what that's about. Have clothes that fit. If you can't, and I hear this a lot, I don't want to buy any wardrobe. I like the clothes I have. So what you're saying is that you would rather, and I'm not being harsh about this, but when people are telling me that, I know it's about fear, but that's bad body image talking. It doesn't, and the diet voice talking doesn't want you to let go of the thing that you've used so long to function and feel safe in the world. And so it's really important to say, it's like, I'm not going to move forward unless I treat my body in a way that actually makes it feel better, to make it feel better in it and with it. It doesn't matter what size you are. If you're wearing clothes that don't fit, you're going to feel uncomfortable, and you're going to be more self-conscious just because you feel digging and pulling and tugging and scrunching and squishing. That doesn't feel good. So start with that. If you haven't already done those things, do that. And please go back if you haven't already watched videos 1 and 2 and do that as well. So I will see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye.